What drew you instantly to this property?
I think it was one of a kind in terms of the property. I think the kind of size, the land parcel, the greenery around this.
Yeah.
This place has been green forever. So I think that's kind of sealed the decision for us.
Which area of the house you wanted more space for?
I think when I look at, whether it's for myself or for as an investment, we have to look at how a resident would look at it. In this case, it was an investment, but still, it has to be attractive enough for anybody to live in. I think the size of each room matters. I mean, for me, the living room and the bedrooms primarily. Kitchen should be functional. The flat had large windows overlooking the garden for all the bedrooms and the hall.
Oh, lovely.
I'm used to a place where I can actually at some point of time I could see the sunset and the sunrise from my house.
Right.
That's the kind of property I lived in. So I think we're used to a view. Obviously in Chembur you can't have a sea view, so you had a garden view and greenery view. That was interesting for us. And I think the size of the flat, some of the other flats that we looked at was a little shrunk in size. So I think we wanted a minimum square footage for the house itself. So I think that helped us to kind of zero in on this.
I've lived the home we have spoken about. What in the outside space attracts you about this property?
It's a large property. The ground space is pretty good, the way it's planned out.
Right.
Second is, I think, what we were assured was that the vegetation around this place is going to be maintained. So, and this plot for us has been green forever. When you look at the Google map and the drone shot of this place, you figure out that there is a large green space in Chembur, which I can't see anywhere till Borivali. It's one of a kind, and we thought that it's a fantastic place to kind of respect open spaces and green spaces. So I think that's one of the big things for us.
So what brought you to this property, whether it was for investment or is it what you're going to call your home for long?
I think it started off as an investment proposition for me. And as a family, we've invested in about 14 odd properties in the last 20 years.
Oh, wow.
We've exited half of them in the last 10 years or so. And so we know the space. We understand the space. In fact, most of my initial allocation for real estate, despite what my wealth manager must tell me otherwise, that you should invest in equities and bonds and so on.
Yes.
But I found this, it's paid me dividends in the last 20 years or so. And plus, I think when we had capital gains coming out of an exit of the property, it's also sealed the decision for me to kind of necessarily invest in property. And we hunted around and we zeroed in on this in the span of about, 2 months.